Hi, welcome to the channel. My name is Karshago and this is the Goblin Cave, and we are back with our Rise of the Rune Lords, well, Rise of the Goblin'Lords, Pathfinder, amazing, stupid, silly, chaotic adventure, where we have a goblin-only party, or goblin and half-goblin at the moment. It's a bit 50-50. This is our 26th episode. We're into the third chapter of the Rise of the Rune Lords, and we're having fun. Well, I'm having fun because I've been like pushing and punishing the characters and really just testing the new group that we have. I'm loving the sound sets that we're using from Syrinscape. So pretty much all the audio you hear in the background is from Syrinscape, from actually their Rise of the Rune Lords collection. They have collections for D&D games or D&D campaigns, Call of Cthulhu campaigns, and lots of others. They also have a lot of more generic sound sets, so you can actually build your own campaign around them or just add to the atmosphere of your scenes. So check them out at Syrinscape. They are not a sponsor, but we are always open for sponsorship because we love their products so much, and we're always going to try to back an Australian company like they are. So let's get to the players. Let's say hello to them. Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
It's all that, there's that delay, and it's really just them, I think. So we're a bit late, I'm sorry. We've been chatting for a bit, and we've got some technical issues since camera's off, so that's just going to be how it is for the session. But we do have some artwork. So I do want to point out that some of our artwork has arrived. We have Ripley and Duna, absolutely adorable, the Captain Ahab of the Goblin world. We have Sunru Kato, and with I do love the scar on the temple, and you probably can't see it in the overlay as much, but it does have a dragon down in the sleeve. So it's really, really cool. I do like that. And we've got Zentrak, the hippie. Because just totally a hippie. When I was asked about the pants, and asked like, I don't know, what do you think about the pants? And I used to work a lot of music festivals, and I just like went through Google and went Thai fisherman pants, and that's what the pants are. The most hippie of hippie pants that I could think of at the time. Sorry.
Clothes are good.
Sorry, Wayward, but it's like, yeah, I just like had to, because that's the character's a hippie.
Yeah, the clothes are good.
The character is a hippie. So we do have the new character art, and I think it's really great. We're still waiting on. There's so many more character arts because we do have Zentrak's undead. We've got a Tarak's, Cuddles as well. There's so many things to add in. There's so many. And of course I want to see Ziggy. I've seen the initial ones of Ziggy, and they're very, very weird. So yeah, that's to come in coming weeks. But I did want to put them out because I do like the look of them, and I wanted to show them off a bit. So yeah, that's happening. And of course, you can help the channel by donations. If you donate when we're doing a live show, do a hashtag of the person's name, and that person will get a dice to add to them. Currently, Okrat has a D6 to use for saving throws, attack rolls, or skill checks. Any donation that comes through will go to a different person. Like if it's for a different person, Okrat will lose that, and essentially the value goes up for every dollar that you donate. If you want to donate when we're offline or when we're doing other shows, if you do donation hashtag the people on this show, look, I'll add it to this show, and I'm okay with that. It's just any donations help put these shows on, pay for the artwork, and all the other bits and pieces that we need to pay for in the background. So pretty much that. That's my sales pitch. So yeah, I think I'm finished before that. So shall we do our introductions of everyone? Ray, would you like to start?
I'm No Name Wayward. I'm playing Zentrak, the hippie necromancer who's all about that cycle of unlife, man.
I forget about the cycle of unlife, yeah. I do like the character. Game Reaper, good morning, welcome. Day you're awake.
Currently enjoying a very healthy breakfast, and I am playing Okrat, the pugilist with the metal arm and a gun.
Yep. And we found out last session that the metal arm has a go-go gadget arm function where it can shoot out and grapple people, which I did not expect. I've got to read people's character sheets far more in the off time. Well, I should, but I also like the surprise of when it happens. But I also hate the fact that when it happens, like, crap, I was going to do so much with that, and then suddenly, yeah. I'm sorry about the background noise. We'll go to Ursame, and I've got to mute myself.
There, I'm Ursame, and I'm playing Sun Wukato, Goblin Sun God. Greatest god, really. No, he is. Trust me. He's fireproof. He is. He sometimes likes to be set on fire for the fun of it. Sometimes he wants to know what it's like to feel like a mortal for just a second. It's fine.
Yeah, can we just get a spam of the friendly fire icon in chat, please?
God, I can't remember if we didn't friendly fire in any of the combats in the last 3 sessions.
We did. I lit on fire. I actually lit on fire.
I know we set her on fire in the barn. I think someone got set on fire inside.
I'm just wondering how Sun is going to end up dying.
By fire, probably. It's fine.
And then she brings in Moon Wukato. And they think they're an aspect of the moon.
And what we do is we take the exact same token, we flip it to the other side, and we change and we just reverse the color scheme, and we're good.
Yeah.
Saves so much money.
Just make the clothes, like the shirt, instead of like red and orange, like more blues, cooler tones.
Like grey and blues, yeah.
Yeah.
Done. I'm totally up with that. Totally with that. Save me money. That'd be awesome. Yeah.
That character is nocturnal, so like during the day they have a hard time staying awake.
I don't want.
It actually reminds me of Call of Cthulhu, where like the character dies and it's like, so what's your backup character? And you just scrub out the name and you put a different name with the same last name. Oh, this is the character's twin brother. And you just keep it going because you like the stats of the initial character.
Well,
I don't think there's any liking Sun Wukato stats.
No. Oh,
or his health.
It's terrible.
Well, that would be a part if it was a twin, then the stats would stay the same.
I'm still suffering from a -1 to my strength. It sucks.
Oh God.
Don't worry, somehow Sun might actually be the last one to die.
I doubt it. I'm pretty sure he's gonna die first.
I believe
help him.
Zentrak's gonna kill us all and then bring us back as undead. Just
Oh,
serve
he's
Zentrak
will.
basically already is dead.
Yeah.
He's dead on in the inside.
I will say that, again, sorry about the background noise, that Sun Wukato technically did die last week, like last episode, but it was like, no, you're pretty much unconscious. We're dragging you out of the fight. We just like had an area of effect, which was where Sun Wukato still was when you were out of the fight. So we just went, no, we would have dragged you even further. So technically, you probably would have died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sun survived due to absence.
Yeah.
Well.
That's the only reason why Sun Wukato survived that episode. Arman, and I'll mute myself again for the vacuum.
I am Armand88. At least that's what I go by. And I am playing the alchemic servant of Lord Boom, Ziggy, who is currently a living ball of flame, mimicking his great god. A greater god.
And how did that ball of flame do in the battle?
Pretty decent, believe it or not. I did do some really stupid things like try to grapple her for some reason because I wanted to light on fire, but...
And how useful is using like a ball of fire to help heal people or grab people or pull people out of dangerous situations?
Pretty bad, but oh
well. Yeah.
Nothing could hit me. That's what mattered.
It's kind of true. Yep. Sin.
I am Sin. I play Ripley and Duna, the Captain Ahab paladin with his harpoon gun, riding upon his draconic steed, which is a lizard, which breathes fire through the use of a camel pack.
Yes, and a breathe fire potion. Yeah, it's kind of a weird crypt we have here.
And it's really bad when the only spells I have left are my paladin spells, and none of them are healing spells. They're all utility for when we go to sleep.
We need more healing in this part. We needed a cleric at some... Well, we did have a cleric who had 0 healing. So...
Lay on hands. It does me no good.
You have an oracle who has no healing, except for on himself and his undead.
Yes, but your healing is harmful to normal living beings.
It's fine.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
We have a stick. Just
weird.
whoever touches the stick and uses it is going to have the trauma of using her stick.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
God. Don't...
well, that greasy. Anyway, so we find ourselves on what was a campsite in the woods, which is now just covered with bodies and the smell of, and the poisonous smell of the undead giant ogre spider is dissipated. Quite a number of the party of the group have run away, most of which were the prisoners, who did fight valiantly until pretty much dropped because, well, they were getting their ass kicked because they have no armor. Or pretty much decent weapons except for harpoons. The fight actually took place in stages where the big undead spider came in first, then the undead moved in with the support of a tree, which got burnt, and then burnt, and then burnt, and then burnt, and it had a regeneration of like 20 per round if it didn't get burnt every single time. So it didn't last very long, unfortunately. Again, I've got background. And then the big uns come in. Then Mumma Graul came in with her son and her son's donkey rats and did a lot of damage, but got their ass kicked. And unfortunately, when Mumma Graul's floating naked corpse got finally killed and fell to the ground, we find ourselves with Okrat stuck underneath, unconscious, which I think is better than being conscious, stuck underneath a naked Mumma Graul. But next to Okrat is a fire elemental, trying not to get Okrat out because fire elemental. And that's kind of where we're going to start our scene, because, again, vacuum cleaner, sorry.
Hey,
Can't
the
you
bodies, throw 'em in the
dismiss the
fire.
spell?
You don't gotta tell me twice. I'll probably just go around lighting damn bodies and purifying them.
Grush and
Grumsh.
Grunch, pick up that hag and throw her in the fire.
Hey, mans, Grumsh, Grash, do what he just said. And yes, they would do that.
Did we ever grab her loot?
Yeah, Okrat did when he
Man,
disrobed her.
No.
Nothing. She wasn't disrobed. She was naked. She had a belt. That's it.
All I did was grapple her.
You grappled, and she fell on you. And you're at -9 health. Were you stable or were you not unstable?
I was stable.
Okay. I'm just not
So
sure.
as they start dragging her towards the fire, I would like slice the belt off of her so it'd fall to the ground.
Yep.
So Okrat loot that.
Can I get even still for
I'm
those?
unconscious.
Yeah. Even still for Grummish and Grash, can I get a strength roll, please?
One for each, or?
One for each. It's more of a total that we're looking for. So we got 23. Okay, so we got over 40 to pick her up. That's what we needed. To pick up her obscenely just disgusting and slippery body at that, and move her into the big bonfire.
Even Grumsh and Grash seem disgusted, even behind all their armor.
That's gonna be the foulest smelling smoke.
And the worst tasting bacon.
Oh,
So you move her
it's
onto
gonna
the
take a
fire.
while.
Anyway, I know I'm unconscious, but I still have dibs on that belt.
Can you
Yeah,
have tips
that's
if
why
you're
I nicked
unconscious?
it off of her so that you could loot it first, because I am not
Not
touching it.
the one belt, but the one Ruckus has.
Oh, yeah, that belt.
What
I don't
belt is
care
that?
which belt you want. You can have a belt. You
You
deserve
don't
it.
really know about Ruckus's belt because I told you out of game. I'm okay. So you start looting, you start collecting stuff, and you do notice that one of the undead has a strange belt on them. The same undead that actually kicked your ass inside the house and almost killed Samu Kato. It's a large, really thick belt, bit ornamental, but it has certainly some arcane properties to it. And you cut off Mumma Graul's belt as well, and it has a few different things tied into her. I've got to get to her token because it's now underneath all that mess, isn't it? Ah,
I'll take a black light to that belt.
Yeah. Now, would it
I
be
mean-
smart, like,
Forget the belt. Just burn it too, and wash your hands afterwards.
thank God I'm on fire. I don't even have to worry about it. I'm just living a living flame.
And bring that tinder, that tree tinder over here. We could use that to stoke the fire onto the dead bug over here.
What's been, she's
We don't
probably
want
gonna-
any of this coming back
yeah,
for
I'm
round
just gonna be
3.
honest, she's probably gonna burn for a few days. Ugh.
So just trying to find her stuff. There's Mumma Graul. There we go.
I have create water, bed of iron, and shield
So
left.
on her belt, four wands on her belt. Well, I'm not telling you what they are. I'm not telling you what you are. You need to actually do something for that knowledge. That is, if you've got any
I'm
spells
sorry.
left. And again,
This
we
paladin
do
does
have
not
someone
know
that is
spell.
unconscious, which you are totally ignoring.
Okay.
Sun can't do
eventually-
anything.
Okay, eventually
I mean,
my
Sun could go poke him.
hold on, eventually my character, the fire is gonna fade away. So we can now go actually go help him. So he's just gonna wait for my thing to fade away.
You know, you could have dismissed it.
I'm not sure if I can dismiss it with the extract.
It's funny if you don't. Actually, no. If it is
you
an
don't.
extract, I don't think you would be able to, because it just
No, I don't.
you take it, you swallow your extract, and it just takes time to go away.
Yeah.
That's what I would say.
I
Like,
was just gonna feed him coffee. That should get him up.
Regardless, I'm gonna wait for it to fade away and then try to heal him with my heal skill, as I'm the only one that has it. And I fail.
Oh no, Zentrac has
you
heal.
start putting bits back to try to heal. Unfortunately, the bits that you put back weren't his. There's a lot of blood and there's a lot of bits around. There's a lot of parts of bodies and everything around. And there's some parts of undead in that area too, because that's where the undead fight was too. So
Ooh.
you just put the wrong ones in. That's all it is.
Let's just hope Okrat doesn't get dysentery.
Well, it's not. It's a
Hell,
12,
at
which
this
is still
point, he
pretty
might
good.
Get plague.
Yeah.
But it's not.
That zombie rot.
Well, he's more into blowing up things than healing things. So
Yeah, look at our Necker lich over there. I go, I hope you're better than he is, because I don't think that's the same species.
Looks close enough.
What's
man.
the
Let
difficulty
him
for a
have it.
medical check? Is it 10 or is it?
15.
Yeah, I thought it was 15.
Yeah. Long-term care
15,
is 15.
unless you want to remove negatives.
No, you got negatives. You
Then
good.
it's a 20.
I'll leave you with some negatives. Yeah. After a while, the shaking condition will dissipate and go away. For those that had it, which was a few of you.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that before we started, and then I forgot to. I was like, because I noticed that on my sheet. It's like, do I still have that?
Yeah.
But there's a lot of
We
tokens.
haven't slept yet.
No, you haven't slept.
Yeah.
yeah.
So what are you doing? You're just like in the fire
We
still
are
there.
making sure that we loot everything, put it in a pile, burn the bodies till they're ash.
We're
And
gonna
then
be
we're
here
gonna
a
look at the
while.
rangers and go, so they're dead now. In the morning, when we all sleep, we can actually go fetch your stuff from the house.
Well, they're needing medical attention too. They're very, very poor.
Yeah, and I tell them, I can heal you. Well, me and Ziggy can heal you come the morning. But if we don't get no sleep, ain't no one getting any healing tonight.
Yeah.
Um,
That said, before doing that, we
I know
probably should-
I'm unconscious, but you guys remember that one of the wands is a wand of cure
no,
wounds?
you don't know anything. That,
No.
Again, I've
All
told
I
you
know
nothing.
is she came back with full health.
She did come back
Yes.
with full health. She did come back
Yes.
with absolutely full
I
health.
have no way of detecting magic.
Yeah, I can't detect magic.
All I
Nobody
know is they are
detect
wands.
magic.
I cannot identify anything, but I can detect magic.
Wait, don't I have?
I love this.
I
Sorry.
mean,
So Zentrac will detect
have
magic on the
spellcraft?
wands. I do have
Oh,
spellcraft.
So,
I do
Then
have
you can
identify.
identify
but-
It's
with
detect
spellcraft.
magic and spellcraft checks.
yep. And the belt.
So,
You have to roll 5 spell checks. 4
5
for the
spellcraft
wands and 1 for the
checks.
belt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5
The
spellcraft
DC
checks.
is 15 plus the item's caster level.
I doubt it'll get higher than any of that. But sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay.
I might have identified 2.
I'm just finding the details, and we'll do them in order. Which one was the important one? No. The order being either going to be the belt first or the wands first.
Wands first.
Okay, that means that the last one is the belt.
It wouldn't have mattered either way.
Or it does.
That belt would have been a 14.
True, actually the first and the last are the same 14. Okay.
No matter what, I'm
True.
identifying 2 wands.
Yeah. And we'll have that in order as well. I'm just trying to get the... Oh, because this is really poorly laid out, because it's not actually in that section, it's in a different section. Okay, we'll get the wands for you, and... Okay, so... The... Oh god, you had to get the... a wand of ray of enfeeblement. 12 charges. Wand of vampiric touch. 13 charges. You got no idea what the other ones are.
So the 2 that are most applicable to Zentrak, which makes sense.
Hey, that vampiric touch. All that means is whoever uses it heals for that, right?
He does. Oh wait, no.
What?
That'd heal.
I
That'd
just put it in
hurt
his
Zentrak.
hand.
Is
It
Vampire Touch
forced his
positive energy?
hand to
It's positive.
make the motion to activate
Yeah.
and hit Zentrak with that bitch.
Oh no.
What you do is
Do I
You
use
put-
what? Do I use
Oh no,
magical
Vampire Touch
device,
is
please?
temporary hit points. It's not actual healing.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
Yeah, because vampires and such actually use it.
Well, it makes sense. That's why they call it Vampire Touch.
well, then there goes my idea. If it's temporary
no.
hit points, they put
Your
it in
touch
Okrat's
deals-
hand.
Yeah. You gain
Then
10 hit points.
If that's your idea, please roll a use magical device.
Wait, who's gonna get hit by it?
Sunru
I
Kato.
don't think I can
please
use it when I'm
It
unconscious.
was placed in your hand.
rush.
Sunru Kato is trying to use it in your hand. Who are you using it on? You've only got 2 hit points, by the way. Just as a
Rush.
reminder here.
One of the big ones. One of the big things.
You can't use it on them because they have to be living.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
already
fine.
undead.
Cuddles.
Tarak
Both the
sees
elemental.
this. Let's do an animal handling check from Tarak's point of view. I'm just going to do an animal handling check just to see if he can get Cuddles out of the way fast enough. Yeah, I think a 21's enough to get Cuddles to back out, like to run away. So Cuddles moves away. And then to
I will
Tarak.
I will look at the NPCs that we freed and go, all right,
They're
you
almost
want
dead
to show how
themselves.
useful you are? Do y'all know what magic is?
That they are on the breath of one has got 0, the others have got not much more than that. they are really
Hey
bad.
son, high five, man. Or I guess it would be low 5, man.
I do it to Zentrak.
Yeah, Zentrak just walks over and asks for a high 5.
Okay, can you roll a magical device, please? If it's not on your sheet, I can activate it on your sheet. It's just not usually one
No,
you
I
would
can
use.
get it. I just gotta
Yeah.
get my character. Let's
Would I be
see.
technically helping in this sense?
Use magical device?
I don't know. You're not living.
Yeah.
10.
Nope.
No. It would have worked
Dang.
anyways because he's not living.
Yep. Yeah, you're not living. Let's take shaking off your sheet as well. There you go.
Oh, you do use a charge.
Yep, you used to charge.
Well, I tried.
So that's down to what? I don't know what.
13 or 12, I
12.
thought you said.
So that'll be both
so-
down to 12 then.
Let me see how long this takes to do.
I don't know. You've got no healing. You've got several people that are very hurt.
That's the thing. I'm trying to see if this will work.
Yeah, if somebody gives me long-term care, I recover health twice as fast. But if I don't get care, well, or even though I'm stabilized, there's a chance I'll just die.
Yeah, I gotta
There's
go to
always
Paladin and
bleed.
check something. I gotta see whether or not I can actually bond to you while you're unconscious.
That might be a conscious thing to do.
I don't know. That's why I'm looking it up.
I think I can provide long-term care, but you just have to survive to the next day. Then I'll heal everyone. And I can also try to identify everything.
Yeah, there you go. So they're the two ones you've identified, and that's what their current charges are. So what's the plan? It's still late at night. It's still quite dark. The smell of bacon is wafting throughout the area.
I'm ready to go to bed.
There's no plans. There's no healing. There's no...
Well, crap. He has to be conscious for me to make him my troll. Because he has... Well, actually, no. He has to be present, and he has to at least agree. We can force the agreement.
What are you trying to do?
I don't know, but it doesn't sound
I'm
good for your
trying to
life.
make you my bonded troth, so I can actually use one of my spells on you.
Yeah. All his healing only goes to his mount. He can't do it to anyone else. There's a part of his class.
I have to...
So are you going to be his mount or not?
No.
Then unconsciously there is resistance and it's not going to work. Though there is precedent in this campaign of trying to mount other people.
There it is.
Humans, that is.
Ugh.
I mean humans.
Isn't that what Mumma Graul was trying to do that entire time?
Oh,
I think he was trying to get your bone, Mr. Zentrak.
Well, that'd be one way to die.
Well, Okrat did have her fall on him, so
You did technically
Anyway.
fall for him. Yes.
As okay, so
you still
Was in your loving embrace.
have people tried to tend to my wounds for
Yes.
roughly an
You're-
hour? Then I can try a constitution check to see if I become stable. I don't think I will succeed, but
It's worth it to try.
I mean, conscious? No, I'm still unconscious.
yeah, it's because they put the wrong things back. Yeah, but it's okay. You're still stable, unless you get an
Yeah.
infection. We'll work about the infection later. So I think people end up going to sleep because you can't do anything for your unconscious
Pretty
friend.
much.
At least until the morning when we get healing spells back.
Is anyone on watch?
Cuddles.
Ocean Grash don't need sleep.
Well, that's we'll
Zentrak, because he got the most sleep out of anyone.
put Grench and Gratch where they were before, and yeah, They were on watch before, and they just pointed to where things attacked from.
Yeah.
Until they were needed to be really active. So anything happening? Like, I don't think anyone's doing anything.
Sun's in a tree. He could keep a bit of an eye out, but he's up
I
there
dug
to
out a
sleep.
hole underneath this bush, picked up said bush, dug the hole deeper for me and Duna to crawl inside, and then buried ourselves under said bush.
Right. Tarek and Branch, I think we'll go to this. I'm just going to hide all these bodies because there's so many of them. Put them on the GM layer. Makes putting new combats into it a bit harder. Oops, you didn't hear that.
Oh God.
I guess Zen could try healing. A heal check on Ograt.
It'd feel weird.
I don't have as good of a bonus as...
It would feel very weird.
Not used to working on living specimens.
Yeah. So
Give it a
I'm not
shot.
saying no, you can try to do it. I'm just saying it's going to feel weird.
I will attempt the heal as everyone else is setting up for camp. 16. Not sure if that's good enough or not.
That's a pass for long-term care.
But I'm going to give him a minus for it.
Yeah.
So you're not going to lose anything, but you're not going to get benefit from it.
Yeah.
As in, he only works on undead.
Yeah.
Working on the positive side of things for the positive healing, I'm not going to allow him to do it without some penalty. And yeah. Yeah, sorry. With a 2-part penalty, it's a 14. But you're not going to die. And you rest for the night. Son, are you going to be on watch?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Sun doesn't heal. Sun doesn't get any healing from watch. Can I get a perception, please? Perception roll. Or spot.
Should I give one for Grumption Grash as well?
Yeah.
And
An 11.
A 17 and a 2.
Okay. What are Grumps and Grash looking out for? Are they looking out for intruders? Or what's the orders?
Just keep an eye out for any potential threats, basically.
Okay, cool.
So larger creatures or things that look like they're sneaking around.
Okay, cool. So you don't see anything? Nothing seems to happen. And the morning happens. People start waking up. The camp's not attacked. Sunru Kato, you don't heal overnight because, well, you're on watch for the last part of the night because everyone was too screwed up to do that.
Well, technically, being on watch counts as light activity.
Oh, okay, I'll let it.
Yeah, but you do have to make a save to avoid being fatigued.
Ooh, that's even worse.
Okay. So what is
At
the
least you
save?
heal.
Yeah.
Isn't it like 1 HP per level for long rest?
I think so.
Yeah.
8
Yeah.
HP.
It's better
One
than
HP.
nothing.
1 HP per level, that's it. It's all you heal in Pathfinder. And
So
let's
what
get
kind of save do I need to take for fatigue?
fort.
I believe it's a fortitude.
Okay.
Fortitude save. 10 plus the number of days you've gone without sleep.
22.
No problem.
Alright, I tell everyone that's hurt and wants positive healing to get together.
So just got to figure out these people's levels to then find out how much
It'll
they
be
healed.
their number of hit dice.
Yeah, but they're all different.
Yeah.
Everyone get together so Lord Boom can praise them.
So Vale becomes awake.
Good morning, Vale.
And yeah, that's that one. So Vale awakens and starts asking what happened, and then sees the fire still going and the barbecue still going. Essentially, who knew? But Mumma Graul is a slow cooker. Yeah, life in the campsite is disgusting, but people start moving, and if there is healing going around, those three will definitely be in there if that's allowed.
Yep. Like I said, all injured parties get together in one area so that the blast will hit everyone for healing.
Get around Okrat. Because he needs the most healing.
And so, yeah, Sentry, keep on going closer. You know you want to go closer. Yeah.
Okay. Time to heal.
Wait, why are you there? Oh, you have to do the throw. That's right.
Oh yeah, I could go heal myself.
Yeah, no. I've got your token sitting on maximum, but there we go. The massive bomb goes off.
Okay. Everyone in the...
So it's
22
for the main target and 11 for all the others, correct?
Yep.
And are you doing two?
All right.
Want me to do another one?
Well, there's
I
two
have
attacks
two.
right there. There's two right there.
Oh, it automatically does that. I can't
Yeah.
change that. That's the issue with the
So is that the second one that you're doing?
do you guys want me to do a second one? Because that
Yeah, you might as well top off Okrat.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
nowhere near doing anything for Okrat, even with two.
that second one it automatically rolls that. I can't
Yeah.
control that. So I'll just do it now.
All right.
You're taking the other one.
Yeah.
So there's no problem
What?
hitting the unconscious target. And everyone, like, explain, like, your bomb, your healing bomb. What is it like? What does it smell like? What does it do? Does it taste? Is it
bomb?
sticky? Is it oily?
Smells like napalm, but
Well,
heals
hold
like
on, hold
Agent
on.
Orange.
What you smell is a strange mix of gunpowder and rotten eggs as he tosses what looks like a glowing blue vial that cracks onto Okrat's head violently and explodes into a bluish glowing gas, only to fade away in an instant.
there.
Well, I'm conscious.
The start.
And I'm only 1 point off full.
God, you
That's
got no
even
hit
better.
points. Your hit points suck.
I do.
Oh,
The nice thing is the NPC should be at least mostly healed.
Yeah, everyone got
No,
healed
the
by 22
NPCs
unless
actually
you tried
have
to
hit
dodge
points
it.
if they heal. Like you can probably see their hit bars. They're
Yeah.
not full.
yeah.
Just like
They have
Okrat's
more
is not
health
full.
than-
Yes.
They have more than me.
Yes. Because Sunmu Kato is a flawed god.
Yeah.
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 Right now I'm on 35.
Yeah.
What
So-
gods aren't flawed, though? There's always something weird in there.
Yes, you need to be the moon god.
Okay.
That's the different one.
All
Since
right.
everyone's up, I actually want to go take a look at the items and use this. I have identified.
My god.
Yeah. When we have spells, we have identify.
Nice.
Yes, I actually popped that since we have it. So I get to roll 3 spellcraft checks with +10.
Which totally
Nice.
helps.
You only have to make 3
Oh
checks.
god. One
Well,
sucked,
that
but
belt's
it still
still
passed.
unidentified.
Okay.
But hey, we got both ones.
Yep. Got to find the first one because again, it's in another wrong part.
Yeah. If
Um,
the belt is caster level 7 or lower, it's identified. If not, if it's higher than that, it's unidentified.
I should add a +10 to that, but yeah.
Yeah, I know. I can see it's 22 and whatnot. Yeah. I've just got to get where it is. That's all it is. Because Ruckus was initially found elsewhere, and then moved elsewhere. Okay. Where? Oh my God! Why is it not there? And we'll do. Okay. So the belt itself.
It's a belt of giant strength.
+2.
It's okay. It's caster level 8. One short.
Okay, so it's a belt that it's a belt. You don't know what it is yet,
Yeah. I tried.
but it's a
At
magical
least you know
belt.
the other two wands.
But it's a magical belt. You don't know what it does, but it's magical.
Belt that does things
Yeah.
beyond just keeping your
Yeah.
pants up. Maybe.
Oh, you also with the detect magic that the spear that Okrat was using was also magical.
Yep. So if you wanted to identify that while you're at it, you could.
Would you like to do the identify
Alright,
for that?
might as well since I got it.
Yeah.
And then we just need to know what the other two ones are.
I bet it's a belt of trouser reinforcement.
The belt of Ant Hall.
It's
Just
a
keeps your pants up real good.
it's a
think
belt of
22
exercise.
I think that's enough for the spear.
That's enough for the spear.
Yeah.
The spear is a +1 spear.
Okay.
And Mumma Graul's other ones. The first one is a wand of cure moderate runes. 2 charges
Think I'm
left
gonna-
by this stage.
Well,
think
it'll
I'll
be
go
handy
snag-
in a pinch.
I think I'll
next
snag
one?
that since I'm the only one that can actually use it without having to use.
I could use it too.
Oh, you can cast Cure Amount of Wounds,
I can cast cure spells, yeah.
but can you cast Cure
Technically
Amount of
can.
Wounds?
Yeah. I have enough levels in Paladin that I can.
Oh.
The
Do you
second
want
one,
it, or should I have it?
as you're fighting over like who gets to have the curing, the second one is a wand of magic missile. 1 charge.
How many charges?
1.
1.
One.
Alright, it's all posted in Discord.
There you go.
Well,
And she has a girdle of beauty.
No.
No? Oh. You're not going to believe that one? Damn.
No.
Just like
I mean,
for
if she
cursed,
did, I don't
calling
want
that
to
art
know what
very
she's
blind
like without it.
You kept it on. You don't want to see it without it. No.
Yeah, I think it's currently on fire still.
All we need now is to find a blind person to buy all that art.
Jabber snatch.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. My current bonus discovery for the day is explosive bombs, because I'm gonna light everything on fire. I got.
Alright.
If everybody's good, let's go
People
see
healed?
if that house has anything in it to take. Maybe get these guys their gear.
Well, they're a bit. They're still trying to figure out how to use the harpoons. It's a bit weird thing for them to use. It's not normal.
Yeah,
And,
let's get them their regular gear if we can.
Yeah.
So we'll go back to the house. And we'll move the map to the house for you to see, because that's kind of important for you. There you go. The Graul homestead. It's kinda. So back to the Graul homestead.
Is there a way to restore charges to 1?
Yeah, by sacrificing spell slots, I believe. Or
Okay.
recharge innate spell magic.
Let's make sure they did not rearm any of the traps.
Oh yeah, I'm not getting on that floorboard.
So let's check the hole we made and see if the saw blade trap is still disarmed.
So we're back at the on the front porch on the veranda. You moved it onto the wrong side, but I'll get Ripley over there. There you go.
Yep.
Okay. There we go. So as you start looking around the front porch, and you look at the hole and you look to see where the traps are, yes, they've been reset. Like that. As much damage as you did, a workaround has been made to reset the trap underneath the porch.
I'm gonna try to disable it again.
I have a disabled device, please.
Does that mean the moths respawn?
The moth is still sitting there watching you. Oh, I know, you ate the moth.
Yeah.
Like, the moth didn't respawn, no. You ate the moth.
What is that? Come on. There we go. 29 disable it.
Wow, you got a bonus to that. Yes, 29 disables.
33 from a 16.
God, you got pluses on those rolls, but it's Pathfinder, of course. So yes, you essentially just start yanking things out of there and pulling things and hitting things and just smashing things, and by the end of it, you're pretty certain that it's not going to work at the moment. I mean, it may be able to reset, but it's totally not going to be working at the moment.
Right. Don't forget about the wind chime thing at the door.
What wind chime thing at the door?
One chime?
That one that triggered when I opened the front door.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Can we see if that one's still active?
Why do you
What you're
ruin
saying
all
is we
my
go through the
fun?
window.
You ruined all my fun. It's like, oh.
dare you
I'm
have
gonna
a
try and
memory.
disable that one again.
So as you start investigating, oh yes, that one is absolutely been reset as well. Can I get a disabled
it's
device on that one,
lagging.
please?
There we go.
Good God.
Oh my god, that is such a yes. You disabled the wind chime trap on the door. It's just like,
Ziggy is really smart.
How did the disabled device go down 1 point?
I forgot.
Alright.
I got plus two decks when I was in my elemental form. I forgot to remove it.
Yeah. All right, and let's go in.
just looking at the DCs of these traps and like, he's just no problem. So the couch is not on fire anymore as you go into the house. That has been put out. And the couch, the floorboards are still there. The couch is now just a skeleton couch. The frame of the couch itself was made of bones, most likely human. You don't really care that much about that though. But you can see that underneath the floor will actually, you can see like the cut around it where the floor will drop if you sit on the couch.
Really want to do lesser animate dead on that couch?
I'm surprised you didn't just sack Gromus and Grosh for them donkey rats.
Wasn't there, so.
All right. Let's open that door.
Let's see if we can get Sunru Kato's character on there.
Ooh, I forget did that one have a trap as well? Seemed like
There you
every
go.
Pop the
had a
door
trap.
open.
That door didn't have a trap unless they added a new one.
Well, I'm
No,
gonna sit
it's
for.
the next door that has the trap.
What's the next
I
one?
feel like
It's the door on the right side of the
There you go.
hallway that has the trap.
That
I
was me.
remember that trap
Yeah, I was
hurt.
doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was dragging the same
Right.
character icon in there. You should be able to use it.
Okay, no use going down that way. What rooms did you check? When you were going around here on your own?
Are you being quiet or are you just not answering?
Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
it was muted. Dead babies in that one. Boxes in there. Don't know what's in the boxes. Old boy with the big belt that hit like a Mack truck came out of there.
And spear.
Talking about how his animal got murdered. That door's trapped. It hurts. I have no idea what's up here.
Alright. Don't think we checked where this guy ran out of. Just gonna look in, and it's basically just a empty room with a hole in
Okay.
the floor.
So, this filthy bedroom contains little more than lumpy mattress heaped with twigs, mud, and hopefully little else. Although the stink of sewage in this room indicates otherwise, dozens of humanoid fetishes are crafted of bits of leather, straw, and corn husks. Twigs, bones hang from the cords throughout the room.
Alright.
Isn't that what attacked y'all outside?
So that was from the room to the north.
Yeah, but wasn't that like one of the things that attacked y'all outside? I know y'all got attacked by a scarecrow thing.
yeah.
The
What?
scarecrow was one of these things.
Yeah.
Like, it was just deformed and looked scary like a scarecrow. Yeah. They're all been deformed.
Ziggy,
Right.
come open the door.
What's in those crates?
I think Kato's just having flashbacks.
So
Okay. Now, what's
Probably.
that door? Did that door have a trap?
That door next to Okrat is trapped.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to disable device it since I'm
okay.
try this.
So
again.
the room with the crates and whatnot, the crates just have like just broken furniture and like what would be stores, but not really stores you would normally have in a house. But it also there are piles of dead baby ogre king, and they're just piled up in the corner,
All female.
all female, because she didn't want competition. So as for the disabled device, can I get so being told that there is a trap there, can I get you just to see if you can find it yourself, because you know that there's something there. I'll give you a bonus to the roll, but you still need to find it in this case.
Okay, let me roll perception.
Yep, no problem.
13 to perception.
Let's see, that's 3. Yep. Okay. So with the fact that you do know that there's a trap there with the bonus, you just spot that there's what seems to be a mechanical device, a scythe, which pretty much drops out of the ceiling and just slashes anyone that tries to open the door. You also, with your 27, notice that there's seems to be a latch underneath the handle to this door that seems to be connected to something. You can't really tell what it's connected to because the device is on the other side of the door or internally inside the door, but seems to be a latch underneath the handle and close enough so you could actually touch it when turning the handle to open the door, or even accidentally touch it when turning the handle.
Well, what to do? You know what? I'm just gonna be ballsy and I'm gonna open the door.
With or without touching the latch underneath?
I bet you anything Okrat could
With
catch that
touching,
blade.
With touching it?
Touching. Oh,
Okay.
yes.
So you touch this latch, which, and you touch this latch and just open, like turn the handle and push the door open, and nothing happens.
Oh. Well, that explains how they were getting around this place while getting killed.
So you need to touch the latch while opening the door, and the sides don't attack you.
Yeah.
I'll check out this room.
Are you searching the room or are you just checking it out? I've already done the
Yeah,
description.
I'm gonna search the room.
Yep. Can I get a perception, please? It just looks like it's got fetishes around the place, hanging from the ceiling, hanging from the and just some of them are made from human skin. Some of them are hands themselves. Like the fetishes are made from hands hanging from the ceiling. They've been reworked into their own little idols. Ripley is searching. Where is Ripley searching?
Was going into the room with Ziggy here. They just opened.
This one?
The scythe room.
Yeah, the side room.
Yeah.
Scythe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I haven't even opened that door, have I?
Babies, scythe.
Yeah.
Bedroom.
Yeah. So.
It's a dining room.
Yeah.
2 other doors.
So you enter what looks to be a dining room. So I've got to get the number for that one. I think you're sitting on top of the number. Where are you? Oh. There you go. Yeah. A3.
Okay.
Where are we? A3. So this dark room stinks of petrifying flesh, 8 wooden chairs with grinning bleached skulls crowning their backs circle a monstrous 4-foot-high oak dining table covered with crude tablecloth of crinkly human leather. The centerpiece of the dining table is a rotting human head, its dingy red hair thankfully draped... Oh, sorry. Its dingy red hair, thankfully draped over its mutilated face, serves as a gathering place for a host of buzzing, bloated flies.
Wait a minute. Did you say petrified flesh?
No,
Basically,
I don't think I said
they tan the
petrified.
leather.
But yes, it's human flesh. Rotting human... Yeah.
Okay.
They've made leather out of humans, just like with the couch.
Yeah, I thought I heard you say petrified.
No, sorry. I can't see petrified in there.
Putrefying.
Putrefied, maybe.
Oh, putrefied. All right, makes more sense.
Yeah.
You had me worried for a second.
Yeah. It stinks. It really seems to stink in here as well. But not a bad stink like Mumma Graul's room, but more of a meat and things like that.
It's a stink that we can deal with.
It's something more normal to being a goblin or hobgoblin.
Something very normal to Zenderak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Meat.
Should we clear out this floor before heading up?
Well, I think we have already done that, haven't we?
There's 2 other doors in the dining room.
Are those doors
Yeah.
or windows?
Are those doors?
They're doors.
Oh. I thought they were windows.
Nope, they're doors.
Did I find anything in that room?
No. You didn't
Okay.
find anything in the room for the idols and the... Yeah.
Okay, so let's go 1 top, 2 bottom.
All right.
Flipping.
It looks
coin.
like a 2, so we're going bottom.
Let's make sure they're not trapped, though.
Yeah,
Yep.
check for one of those latches.
Yeah, I know.
Check
these
for one of those
guys
latches.
love their traps.
Perception, please. There is a latch on the bottom door.
There's a latch, but do we trust the latch?
I'll trust it. Screw it. I run up there and just open the door using the latch.
Okay.
You just see Duna keep her tail away from that door.
Can I get everyone to do a saving throw versus death or fort save or die?
Oh yeah, sure.
What?
I'm kidding. Oh, sorry, except for Zentrak.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, being immune as an undead helps.
No, I'm kidding. It's a reflex. No, the door opens. I missed fort save or die. Like saving throw versus death was a thing. So
Still a thing.
the door. No. Death was a saving throw. Was the name of one of the saving throws. So anyway, there's musky chamber smells of blood and weak old meat, and it's thick with clouds of fat, greasy flies. Thumb-sized cockroaches dance along the walls and floor and ceiling. Thick butcher's block sits under 3 cruel-looking cleavers that hang on the rack above. Blood-stained smocks of thick leather, one still dripping with flesh and gore, hang on bone spur hooks by the door. Not the door that you're in, but it looks like a door leading to the outside. A crockery platter of crockery platter of severed fingers and toes sits on a rickety old table next to a dried sinew basket overflowing with hacked off hands, feet, and all sporting stubs of coagulated blood where their digits once were. A family of lucky rats gorges itself on the red stumps. It does say the smell in this room is horrific, but yeah, no. I'm not going to force you to do the saving throw against it because it's just meat to goblins and to hobgoblins.
All right, we're getting closer. We're finding limbs.
All right.
So we're getting closer to where
Do I
they actually
see
did the
anything
butchering.
interesting in that room?
You might need to go into the room proper.
All right. I'm in the room.
Yeah. So you can see that there's a door to the outside down here. It looks to be well-used door to the outside as well. Window blocked off again, and a door to the north.
Okay.
You wanna
Anything
open
in
the
this
door
room
outside?
that of interest?
If you'd like to search the room, then that would be a different thing.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Perception.
Whenever you go near the walls, the cockroaches scatter. Now that you enter the room and move about, the rats that are feasting on the table, they look at you, they go back to feasting, but if you approach the table, they'll scatter themselves.
Yeah, you just see Duna eating roaches.
So Duna goes near them and just starts flickering out and start catching roaches. So you don't find anything of use in here, but you think if needed, those cleavers could be used as weapons.
All right. Might as well just grab them. So how many are there?
3 cleavers.
I was generally seeing if I could find the stats for a cleaver.
Yeah, it's probably better for.
Like a hand axe.
Yeah, it's probably if we can't find the gear, they're better than those harpoons for those guys. So
The cleavers are well made, exceedingly well made, and function as masterwork hand axes if you like to use them.
Oh,
You were
nice.
spot on. Hand axe, yes.
Ken Zentarek.
I have played a chef in a D&D campaign before.
We have had a chef who stole all of his kitchen knives, and essentially all the weapons he had was kitchen knives, which he stole. And he had very long blade knives for cutting up certain things. He had short cleavers. He had cutlery, which he would throw at people as darts. The whole thing.
Alright, so I'm guessing this side entrance is the main entrance that they use because it's not trapped.
Yes. Correct. This is the main entrance that they use. And when you're looking around, I'll include your perception on those that know there's no trap on there.
Alright. I'll just
And
open
it's
it for
certainly-
a quick escape.
And it's certainly well used. You can see muddy footprints. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just...
And we will tell the NPCs to stand guard outside that door.
Yeah,
and if
I'll
we
quickly
shout-
give each of them a cleaver.
It's better than harpoon.
I wanted to take them
I'll take my harpoons back then.
because I can genuinely just enchant them because they're masterwork.
Not a bad idea. If you
The other party had
Just
so
all-
many masterwork weapons that they didn't care. They did not care. They were just leaving them.
Well, see, the harpoons themselves don't have to be masterwork for me. The launcher is masterwork.
Yeah. But either way,
Even if we don't need them, you can always sell masterwork weapons.
Oh, yeah. All right, so I bet you anything this door connects to the other room that the other door connects to. So, Ziggy.
Yeah, your fearless leader's gonna walk up to it and go
Yep.
check the door to see if there's another latch.
Yeah, yeah.
it does not have. Oh, do your perception. Detect traps.
If only I had that.
Different systems, different things.
Oh, yeah, you got rid of trap finding. Or you didn't get the discovery or whatever it is.
Keeps
You do
going
not
up
find
by
a
one.
latch with that roll.
Hmm.
Guess that means it's not trapped.
I'm just gonna open it. See what happens.
Cool.
Poor oak rat.
Thank God I got a lot of HP.
Open the door. Nothing happens. Everything is still.
Okay, this goes downstairs.
Oh.
Okay, I was
Okay.
mistaken.
All
Yes.
I
right.
guess we can go check the other door.
Yeah, let's check the last door on this level.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you're correct. The stairs go down.
All right.
Oh, it looked like that way because of the shading.
All right. I'm guessing there's a latch on this one still.
Are you guessing or are you looking?
I'm looking.
That's a different. So do
So
a
I'm
perception.
going to close this door
Yeah,
and then
I'm gonna
block it
join
off
with
the table.
How are you blocking off the door?
With the table. I'm like basically putting the table up against the door.
Can I get a strength check, please? Because it is quite a sizable table.
I'll have Duna assist.
Ziggy finally got super low on perception.
Yep.
Still 60.
You cannot find a latch. You don't think there's one on the door. I think this is one which is easily accessible.
What did I do?
Duna's strength is not
Duna's
high
can
enough.
one.
And can you want to put yours in there too? As you try to drag the. Oh, I don't think. No. Oh, it slowly moves, but it's really hard for you to move it. And you don't think it's going to be able to be moved. You need stronger onto that one. It's big, thick, really heavy.
Yeah, Duna has a 17 strength and we can't move it.
They're made for ogres.
There's the sound of wood scratching against wood in the other
Yeah.
room.
They're made like when we're talking about tables, we're not talking about just a normal kitchen table. We're talking about a slab of trunk. Oh, sorry, slab of tree.
Yeah.
Like for ogres, the size is so much bigger, so much heavier.
I'll just shout into the other room. Leave it.
Well, I'm gonna try opening the door.
Ziggy's opening the door to the north. Okay.
All right.
What do I gotta roll?
No, you just open the door. Oh, wait. For that, it's not a roll per se, but it's more of a what's your AC?
My AC is.
Oh, sorry, yeah. What's your AC?
You're
22
flat-footed AC.
Yeah, and flat-footed too. That's important. Thank you for that. Yes.
Oh, my flat foot is 16.
Oh, you're not gonna like this then.
How much should it take?
Well, I've got to hit you first, which is
Oh,
automatic.
Jesus.
It's automatic because it had plus 15 to hit with your AC of 16. Lucky it wasn't a critical though. Just pointing that one out too.
Yeah, because that's a ×3 scythe.
No, it's
Or
not.
×4 scythe.
×4. Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah.
So my harpoons are ×3.
There we go. Do the roll. I do like the dice rollers in this. Like really? As the scythe flies down and resets, it only just clips you, expecting you to be a lot bigger, but because you're a small little goblin, it just clips your head and then comes back up. You take 8 points of damage.
Very close haircut.
Well, it's not sideways, it's down. So it's like head splitting
It's like
if he
the
was bigger.
opposite of a mohawk.
Yeah,
It
it's a
probably just
mohawk.
bounced off my helmet.
Yeah,
A no-hawk.
You
yeah.
now have a ball spot.
Well, the funny thing is, my character was bald. You know once you actually see my character.
All right. I'm going to. Oh, so the door's open now.
Yes, well, he opens the door, and that's what happens. So the door does open. And I think it's maybe time for initiative.
Oh,
Yep, I had a feeling about that.
still some guys left in this house.
Kind of surprising.
Yeah, there's 8 of them. We've only found like 6.
I got so many of these, so I got to get rid of that one.
You got to count up all the Grauls we've already killed versus how many shares are at that table.
Ah, see, that's
I do
smart
not
thinking.
understand
Even I
why
didn't think like
almost
that.
always go that. Oh, I'm not going. Oh no, I am still going last.
Yeah, I didn't actually have my token selected, so I had to roll it again, and I put in the original roll. So
I always
It's
go
gonna
last.
hurt.
Well, you are a
that
hippie.
sounds like a you problem.
Yeah. You
You
just
what
have a very habit with huge habit with sloth.
I mean,
I
that is
mean,
one of my
Weird
favorite
since I've
homunculi
had the
from Fullmetal
highest
Alchemist.
dexterity on the entire group.
Just
I
think,
just
if you
reeled
would
him.
have resurrected her as an undead, you would have had a wife.
That ain't
I
no
think he-
Frankenstein's bride.
Yeah, I think he'd want a divorce pretty fast.
Really?
As we
I
have.
could have raised her as an undead just to command her to kill herself again.
Okay, so as you look into the room, as you get your no hawk from so you get your no hawk from the trap as the door swings open, and you look into the room, and I'll give you the description because it's very much warranted here. 8.5, where are we? This simple room is strewn with toys. Some are carved of wood or bone, while others appear to be little more than partial animal carcasses. Old bloodstains mark the walls, some resemble crude, childlike paintings that feature images of dismembered horses, a ridiculous grinning horned devil tossing children off a cliff, and a big lake with a black reptilian monster sprouting tentacles from its back. Bookshelves rest on the wall, but instead of tomes, they hold skulls in all shapes and sizes. The ogrekin, which you can see, is hairless and pale, bloated thing with malformed, stumpy legs and a wide mouth filled with ragged teeth. I'll describe the other one because he's just around the corner. Lucky's limbs bend in a strange ways, but he's blessed to not have any other hideous deformities. He almost actually looks like human. And you can also smell something from around the corner. You can smell feces coming from the room from around the corner. As Mumma Graul races in gleefully with this evil, gleeful grin of he's got a new toy to play with, and you're his toy.
This is the children's room, isn't it?
This is the children's room. He picks up a toy spear on his way and attacks you.
By toy spear, it's just spear.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh.
And by toy, it's a serious sharp spear. 16 points of damage as he impales you and laughs at his new toy's pain and blood.
Oh.
Thank God I can't help myself.
Okrat.
Alright. I'm going to take a 5-foot step. And I'm going to try and flurry with power attack.
Yeah. So are we going to have a minus for attacking around the corner?
That'll probably be a -2. So it'll just... sorry, in that case, I won't power attack. So that'll be first attack 18, 14, and 16.
Okay. With the -2, they all hit.
Yeah.
So what's the total damage there?
Okay, so that's...
14 plus 8, whatever that is. 22?
Yeah, that's
22
22.
damage.
Yeah. I smell man flesh. He still giggles in being attacked. Like, you did a serious amount of damage to it, and the blood just goes everywhere from the flurry of blows from your adamantine fist. But he's still grinning and laughing as if this is the most fun he's had in ages.
Oh crap! Confirmed child puncher.
Ziggy.
Ziggy's gonna take a step back, and then he's gonna. Actually, can I do this? Can I throw a bomb at myself? Just smack myself
you can.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna.
You can
do
pull
that
the pin
with
and
a
just
monitor.
like stand there with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go smack myself with a bottle of healing potion.
Alright.
You're right next to Okrat, so you get to heal him too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got the splash.
Damn. Zentrak's not nearby.
I know, right?
And son, if you weren't completely healed before, you are now.
I had one. I was 1 point off.
Yeah. I just want to point this out. Let's see if we can bring this up for you. The dragon coming along the sleeve. I absolutely love it. It's really well done. So you're now at full health, and the others around you held a little bit more. Is that your? I think that's your full action. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Lumbering through, you can hear laughing and giggling as you hear these bounding footsteps running through as the other child who's got the backward facing legs, who looks like a large human, but very childlike features, but adult human with childlike features. Oh, more heads for my collection. And he just goes in with his toy sword. This is when the smell starts to hit you, though. As he's coming in, you see down his legs, his backwards facing legs, are just brown. He's wearing a nappy, but it hasn't been changed in quite some time. We're not talking a day from when you killed his mother last night. We're talking weeks.
He's
where his
still
nappy
wearing
has
a
not-
diaper.
Where his nappy has not been changed. Can I get a fort save, please, for the 3?
Is it considered poison?
No, it's not a poison. So the 3 directly around.
What the? Ah,
Okay.
yeah.
So, although Okrat and Sun Rukato, you start almost like this is unbearable. You power on. You don't get sickened by the immensely offensive stench of this creature, of this child and his nappy. And he attacks. I think he'll attack Sun Rukato because monkeys are funny, and he hasn't got a monkey in his collection. So I think that's what he wants for his collection. Again, with his toy spear, and his toy spear is decorated too,
Yeah, that hits.
but not in a nice way. So 6 damage. Sun Rukato, is your go. Whoops, that just moved everything. There we go.
Get your vengeance.
Well, first things first then. Spending 1 key point for that.
For your ninja acceleration moves.
Yeah. Makes it harder to hit me, and I can attack, and I can hit him 2 times with my quarterstaff because I'm not moving.
Super speed.
Eh.
Speed racer Kato.
That's a hit. And
Yeah.
that's a hit.
20. So 9 and 6.
So 15.
I don't. Man, these things are just as weird looking.
Yeah. They are.
Also, these things are just as weird looking. I don't like them.
And when you hit him with your quarterstaff, he's like, oh, fire, fire, oh, and he gets even more excited.
God.
With those hits,
This
it's
one's
not
got
just a
fire.
Spark.
If he wants
Yeah.
fire, I can give him fire.
Ripley, Juna,
These
you're
have
hearing
good
this
taste with
weird
fire.
excitement from the other room.
So we're going to 5, 10. See that they're fighting. I still can't shoot, but I can throw.
I'll be soft cover though.
Oh, I missed that.
Not with precise bombs. It's not.
Oh,
Can I get Game Reaper? Can you please roll a d10, please?
okay.
Thank you, Knight Rider. I missed that, but thank you. Okay. Arman, you now got the D8. Game Reaper, you've lost it.
All right.
Alright, so I can omit a number of squares equal to my
Thank you for the
modifier,
redemption,
which
Knight Rider.
is 1.
Just picturing like Zen dusting off his like robe. Just completely oblivious to everything else that's going on.
Yeah, it's looking like I'm gonna have to shoot through melee, so
Well, that's always
yeah,
fun.
it's gonna get soft cover. So I'm gonna move over one more so it's not as bad. And I'll take the neg.
There's still the
neg
chairs
2
in the
to shoot.
way. There's two people. There's a chair between those two people. Underneath them there. You're still going to get your negatives, no matter what.
What if I get on top of the
Yeah.
table?
Yeah.
Still two people. There's still two people and a chair. There's still going to be.
Yeah, it'll be a +4 to AC.
Yeah. And if you
I'll
miss
take the
by that
shot.
+4, if you miss by that 4, there's 3 possible targets that it might be hitting.
Oh, better than doing nothing.
It's funny if you do it, but go for it.
I'm only shooting 1, and you know what? Since they like fire so much, we're gonna go ahead and consume a bomb use to cause my weapon to gain the flaming property.
Okay.
So, so 24 versus AC.
That hits. Even with the minuses.
Yep. And then a 27.
That hits with the minuses.
So it's a total of 6, 9,
16.
16, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And Zentrak at the back, he's still giggling at the fire and what just happened, and he's trying to grab the heart. Was it bombs? Sorry, flaming harpoons. Trying to grab them as they come in
Yeah, it's the...
instead of trying to dodge out the way.
Hold on. I'm not very sure what I can do. I'll just cast hedging weapons.
Tell them about their mother.
I'm just giving myself bonus AC. That's it. That's my turn.
Okay, give yourself bonus AC. The one at the back. The one at the back. Can't really attack except for maybe Okrat.
But I get cover.
Yeah. The one in the back. He pulls out something from behind him. Sorry, is that Ziggy? Yeah, Ziggy. Can you have a spot, please? Like a perception, as he pulls out this bottle from behind.
You got potion.
It says, on the potion it says "from Mummy," or sorry, "love Mummy," and he drinks it and heals himself. What's a cure moderate potion healing? Is it D4, D8?
2d8 plus 2.
Okay. I'm doing this secretly so you don't get to see. Because I'm mean. Whoops, that was wrong. Uh-oh. I just did something bad. Yeah. There we go. I think that's right. Freaking hell. Close enough. So yeah, and his runes start moving back to where they should have been for his hand. Okrat.
This time I will power attack the one right in front of me, Lucky. Alright, so that's going to be a 22, a 14, and another 22.
You just wipe the floor from him. Take him into minus con. He is totally gone. Just absolutely smashed. And the one behind him, he just bursts out with laughter, as if that's the funniest thing he's ever seen. And he wants you to do it again.
I'm just going to, I'm just going to take a 5-foot step there, and I'm just going to say, now I'm going to kill you just like him and your mummy.
When you actually inferred that you kill his mummy, I might have to do an insight on that. Because there's a language issue here. Okay. Don't really know if he got what you if he understood what you said. I will say you are now standing in poo though. You're now standing in poo by standing there. Ziggy.
After we deal with this house, we're all taking a bath.
I'm gonna wash you off in a little bit.
I'm gonna quick take a step back, jumping on one of the chairs, and then I'm gonna chuck a bomb at his face.
It's understandable.
Omitting Okrat, right?
Yes. What's up, the first one?
Yeah, unfortunately there were three of you around it, so I couldn't.
I'm also gonna use that +8 to do an extra 8 damage, since that was the guy that bashed me over the head with a crit.
Can't do damage for...
Okay.
It can't be used for damage, it can be used for attacks, skills, or saves.
Oh, I didn't know that. My bad.
Yeah. No. If it could be used for damage, believe me, I've got a d20 sitting here.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's a d20.
That thing could easily wipe the floor with us.
Yeah.
So no, it's not.
They do 22,
You do
22 fire damage.
22 fire damage. Yeah. So that did something. Maybe Okrat can see that from his vantage point of the hip bar. No, just can't.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so you definitely did something with your bombs.
He's not looking good.
So Lucky is dead. It is now Sunmu Kato's turn.
Finish him off.
Guess I will kind of poke in there and just can't remember, but just on cheat. Poke at him.
So -2 for attacking around the corner, and I believe. Oh my god, you actually missed.
I can do it again though.
You can
No,
miss
I
again.
Yes, you can miss again.
Yeah.
You missed beating up the children.
Yeah.
Well, I
So it's
guess.
kind of like looking off to the side, distracted by something.
The sun god missed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Where
Well, someone else
Ripley
got that harpoon.
missed.
Now I gotta roll a D2
Yeah, that's a D2,
to see
please.
which one of you two got hit.
One
Please
me
be
and,
sun.
Two sun.
Please be sun. Please be sun. Because it's flaming.
One is always the one on top, so
One's above. Please be 2.
that's a 1.
Oh.
Alright, so re-roll your attack for it.
Yep.
Yep.
Unfortunately, he's got far more armor. Please do crit. I know I'm working against you, but yeah.
You hit.
Oh
And then it's a D8 plus 1. Plus a D6 fire. So you took 1 point of fire.
5 damage.
And then I'm guessing the 17 hit, right?
Yeah, the 17 hit.
Okay.
After stabbing your friend in the back, well, I say friend, that's a loose term. After stabbing Okrat in the back with one harpoon, and Okrat doubles over in pain, you then have a clear shot for the child behind, who you then kill.
I just take out the wand and I flick it at Okrat.
Yeah, I'm just going to look behind me, grab the harpoon, rip it out, and just keep staring at Ripley.
That's how much you heal for.
17. Is that from the wand, is it?
Yes, that's from the wand.
Remove a charge from the wand then.
Yep, there's 1 charge left on the wand.
I could only
Yeah,
have
we
one
should
focus.
be saving that thing for emergencies.
Well, I'm pretty sure either me or the fire bomb is gonna kill you.
I will point out, it was a lot stronger with a lot more charges before she was forced to use a lot of them. I mean,
And I could take the spell to recharge it. It's just I have to actually get a chance to do it.
So
Oh, you can recharge wands?
Yeah, it's recharge innate magic.
I always liked the idea of being able to put, like, if you had the spell, you could put the spell back into the wand as a charge.
Oh yeah, that's even better. But
So you actually have to sacrifice a spell to put it into the wand as a storage device.
mhm.
That's awesome.
I don't know if that's the rules or not. That's just what I've done previously with. back
It's
in
really there's 2 different ways I've seen it done. I've seen it where you can recharge it with the spell itself or with recharge innate magic.
But if you
So it
recharge
really
innate
depends on
magic,
GM
then
rolling at that point.
but recharge innate magic means you don't actually have you don't need to have the actual spell to put back in. You just channeling what it used to have to put in. So if you had something like something which was really powerful, you don't need to have that spell.
Well,
which is a bit
I
harder.
just looked up the spell, and recharge innate magic is only for 1st level spells. So cure.
Okay, I'm good with that then.
So
the magic
yeah,
missile.
the only way we could do it is with the actual spell.
There's the wand of magic missiles. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, wand of magic missile. Currently, but either
Well, I
way,
can fix that one tomorrow.
we'll have our break here because we're at the right time, and we'll be back shortly. Thank you for the randomness and the chaos, Knight Rider. It always helps, yeah. So we'll continue when we get back. So,
Alright. See ya.
children killers. There we go. So welcome back. My name is Carter Goblin. Sorry about the frozen image when we came back. My camera kind of freezes every now and then, and when we're on the other screens, that we can't actually see if it's frozen or not. So oh well. So welcome back. We're back with our second part after the murderers, goblins, and kobolds killed the children of the Graul family after killing their mother the previous night. What horrible, horrible, horrible people they are. So let's go back to those horrible people. Hi, horrible people. How are we going?
All right.
Good.
Feeling good.
Pretty
Yep.
good.
Well, once we find these people their gear, or better, any valuables, we're burning this place to the ground.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
mean,
Yeah. I mean,
Absolutely.
burning things is fun.
Oh yeah.
And Sun Wukong can, wander around in the fires.
Just
And
don't get
come back
wrecked.
as Moonwoo Kato.
It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. So I don't think there's anything available in the children's room.
I don't know. Them spears seem like they hurt you.
Hmm. Yeah, let's have a look at see if it's just the boys holding it really well, or yeah.
And Zentorak just has 2 spears floating, or not spears, scythes floating around him for 8 minutes.
Yeah. So what do these play spear and sword look like?
The play spears look like spears, but they look like they've been painted, and they've got shouldn't be able to do that, and they've got flags on the ends
Okay.
that are human, like clothing and stuff that they've tied onto them.
All right. And they don't look that well made.
Oh no, they look like they're actual human civilized spears. They look like they're just normal that the kids have decorated, and they are not toys. They are absolute proper spears.
Well, if they have the spears, I bet you anything in their play box are the rest of the weapons.
All right. Yeah, let's see if we can find anything in there.
Just watching him traipse around and shit.
He still has like the acceleration going, so he's just zipping around.
Sun had coffee. That's all it is.
Yeah, basically.
For some reason, you go through the walls though, so I'm just chopping that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
It'll only just
happened.
be a matter of minutes before Sun just flies through one of the windows.
which have probably boarded up at. Well, they are boarded up at. Yeah, I can probably.
It won't be boarded up anymore.
No.
So Sun's running around the room going, "What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this? What's this?"
It'll just be a sun-shaped hole in the window.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And not just that, but climbing and swinging off the roof and everything. Anything Sun can get their hands on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Done. Can I get a search? Can I get 2 search rolls for Sun and 1 search roll for anyone else that's searching? Because Sun's on hyperactive speed.
Okay.
So I'm giving Sun 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so you go through the room and you find lots of skulls of various humans and various humanoids. They look like they've been polished, some have been taken care of. You find a couple of them hidden away on the other side of the room, which seems to be the other child. And you also see fetishes and things like that in the room. Certainly one child is very, like, you can see where he walks around because you can see the stains of the poo from his legs, because he doesn't get his nappy changed, and the other one is the one that seems to have stolen his skulls and things like that. They don't look like they were friends, but like rivals, sibling rivals. But otherwise, you don't find anything useful here,
All right.
unless you want to collect
Guess let's-
skulls.
And we'll just pick up
I'm
the
good.
skull
Let's
and just
Yeah.
let's check the basement.
Well, we still have the upstairs. Do you want to go below before checking above?
I guess Zentorak could animate the skulls and make a little skeleton comedy troupe.
Well, that will lighten the mood.
What was the game that had Zorik, the floating skull?
Oh, I know what you're
Oh,
talking
hey,
about.
I've got Fog of War up.
Yeah, I put that on to stop
Add
people
it.
from going through things.
Yeah.
Just to, I just clicked on everything. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah, so now we can see stuff we've seen before.
yeah, see where you've been. So usually I have it on. I thought it was on, and then yeah. But when people start going
So
through
do you
walls,
want to go downstairs or upstairs first?
Yeah, let's go downstairs.
yeah, when people start
Always
going
go
through walls, I
from
check.
always go from bottom to top unless you're searching something that you start from the top.
Well, usually, if you go below ground, it may lead to a tunnel. That's why I usually go top to bottom.
Well, if there's a tunnel, we'll go check upstairs before we go through the tunnel. Besides, we're right here at the door.
Yes, you are.
Oh, so you're thinking Planescape Torment? I think
That was it.
that's
Yes,
target
thank
spell.
you, thank you. That would have taken me a long time, and I would have been really not as annoyed as you think, but just annoyed. So you're going downstairs because, well, you're already there, as you said. And we'll ping the map so you actually know where downstairs is.
Oh, all right.
Oh, look, downstairs. That's why I kept on moving back to that line. Well, of course, everyone moves away. So you go downstairs. You're in a corridor. There's 3 doors at the end of the corridor. One to the north, one to the south, and one just a little bit further on. So there's 2 around Zentrak, and 1 at Ripley.
Make sure they're not trapped.
Oh. Well, let's search for traps.
Zentrak, would you like to search for traps?
I am great at that.
Twice, because there's 2 there. So 1 for the top, and 1 for the bottom.
A 6 and a 14.
Okay, you're pretty sure there's no traps there? It's like, yeah, who cares? If you die, you die.
Hey man, the circle of unlife is gonna take me sometime eventually,
I checked the one by me.
and then I will be more powerful than I have ever been.
Yes. Did you take that spell which has a chance of turning you into an undead?
I have create drug, which can make a drug that has a chance of turning me into a ghoul.
Yeah, that was the one. That was the one. Yeah. Oh
So
boy.
is my door trapped?
You don't believe your door is trapped.
Okay. I will proceed to open said door.
Okay. So let's open said door for you. Ignoring the ones behind. That's always the smartest way of doing
Yes.
things.
All right.
Okay,
What we got in there?
let's go to here. This low ceiling room features a floor of hard-packed earth stained in many places by blood and mold. A lumpy mattress lies heaped against the west wall, and what appears to be several half-finished chairs made of flesh and bone lie on the eastern wall.
So those aren't boxes, they're furniture.
They're essentially, yes,
Yeah.
they're not boxes, they're bits of furniture which they've been making. And of course, furniture made of bones and sinew and bits of people.
I wave Zindrak over and go, this is your expertise. Those things may be a lot undead,
Alright, man.
like
Let's
the
see if-
couch.
Unlife is taken.
Can you detect undead?
I can. I can indeed detect undead.
Oh, that's useful for
If
a
roll 20
necromancer.
wasn't frozen.
Roll
I
20
can,
doesn't want you
but-
to. Roll 20 says
There we go.
no.
Detect undead.
How much is it? Or 60 feet? Does it go through walls or just?
60-foot cone-shaped emanation.
I don't believe these go through walls.
And you do not feel undead in this room, in your emanation. Do you
Hey, you
continue
got
to
it up for a minute.
concentrate?
Sure. I don't
Okay.
see why not.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much an empty room. It looks like a craft room where the furniture is being made.
All right. I go to the next door.
Sorry, wrong thing. Yes. To the north or the south?
That's what we're about to find out.
You could
Looks
just
like
say.
we're going south.
You could just say. You don't have to roll, but okay.
Well, I leave it up to chance first.
What does leaving it up to her have to do with it?
So Ripley just constantly carries a coin that he flips.
The only platinum coin I've ever found.
Yeah, they're
Ripley-
useless
Ripley
otherwise.
is Two-Face.
So you're opening the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Open the door. Yay! Ta-da! It's difficult to gauge the exact dimensions of this cluttered room, thickly packed with old crates and broken farm equipment and furniture. So pretty much all the walls are just equipped with just broken bits and pieces. So it's hard to see
Like-
the extent of it.
Is it normal furniture or repurposed?
It looks like what was once here, or what's been collected with
Hey.
normal furniture.
Alright, so it's like a storeroom.
Yep. That means anything that was original to this farmhouse is in here. So if we find someone who's interested in some farming equipment or some, antique chairs. Also, that looks like there's a door in here.
Alright.
So you might want to check that door behind us first.
Yeah.
So as you start
I'll
looking at
stand
the
guard
chairs with
the
interest,
stored under.
as you start looking at the furniture with interest, it looks to be a storeroom for anything that's been broken, more than anything that's just been here before. So everything in here is broken.
It's still fixable. It's called mending. Someone here's got to have it.
No one's got healing. Why would you think anyone's got mending?
I got cantrips.
Just as I'm the only one with detect magic, pretty much, I am also probably the only one with mending.
That's why I figured you had mending to fix your corpses.
No, he's got
Yeah, mending
cause
can't
wounds for
fix
that.
corpses, just objects.
Well, if they're dead, are they considered a living thing?
Well, then you do mending for the skeleton to repair it. Then you cast undead, and then you do cause wounds on it to then heal it. But either way, there's a door to the south in that room. Oh, there's doors in the south of that room, or there's the other door in the corridor where everyone still is. because
I'll
no
just
one's
open
leaving
the door
corridor.
to the north.
Okay.
A line or a
And
cone
I'm
would be
standing guard
horrible
for the
right
door
now.
up here or down here.
Summer Kato, open, close. What's going on there?
Opening the door.
With magic.
She's not
Okay.
touching it.
Choose.
She's just opening it.
Okay, cool. So how is your open close spell look like? What does it?
Don't pay attention to the string attached to the doorknob. These people are really weird. It's not that odd to think that they tie strings to their doorknobs.
So you tie a string to the doorknob with your open close spell, and you pull the string, and it opens.
Yes.
Even though it's a push door.
Yeah.
Even though it's a push door, you pull the string. No, you pull the string, and it goes inwards.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Okay.
Oh, that's,
So now that is canon for that spell
Yes.
for you.
We always pull to open close our doors.
The Benji talk reminded me that I had that.
And it's also a 20-foot like more than 25-foot distance, you can do the same thing. So yes, so it's a very long
Yeah,
string. that you
sadly,
can pull.
alchemists and paladins don't get freaking cantrips.
Okay.
Yeah.
The door swings open, and a smell comes from this room. But again, it's not too bad.
Looks
So-
like this is probably the butcher's.
Another one?
Close. This dark recessed corner of the basement smells of rot and old blood. Piles of gore. Gore-splattered skin lie in a heap on the floor. A horrid, rubbery face, robbed of its supporting skull and muscle, rests on top of the toothless mouth agape. So, let's try that again. A horrid, rubbery face, robbed of its supporting skull and muscles, rests atop its toothless mouth agape and empty eyes, revealing only a layer of tan flesh skin resting beneath.
Face mask. Literal face mask.
Eek.
It's like that movie with John Travolta
Face
where
off.
they took it off.
Is no, you need to qualify that. It was like that bad movie with John Travolta and Nicolas Cage, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then again,
Took
it's
his
Nicolas
face
Cage, the
off.
only good movie he was ever in.
So
Anyway, let's get back to it.
they were
Before we
probably
start.
making their furniture in here.
Yeah. It's the room is just full of bones, full. It's the leftovers of everything. Yeah.
Oh.
And you would probably say that anything useful is then brought up to the kitchen.
Yeah.
I animate the face and then put it on one of the skulls.
Cast.
I'm not saying.
There's
I'm saying I
there's no
could do
bones
it.
in here. Like there's no real bone. Like there's just piles of
You
flesh.
could go
bones
upstairs and
aren't in
grab
here.
one of the skulls.
Yeah.
I could do that.
So
Yeah,
Ripley,
and all
where's
you
Ripley
need is
searching?
just you just stitch the face on.
There's the skull on the table, in the
I'm just looking around
in
all
the
this
dining table.
like furniture.
or even better, on the backs of the chairs. All the chairs are backed with skulls, like a skull. But
Yeah.
you could animate
These
those.
people had a theme of decor and they were sticking to it.
Yeah. Well, you say that, but when only one person in the family can make things in your decor, well, you kind of let them theme everything. And that's actually kind of what happened. There was one person that made everything.
But they must have been okay with it.
You saw the decor. It's pretty screwed up.
Yeah, so were
The
they.
rest of the family.
And so were they.
So, wanna open this double door?
Hmm.
See what's behind it?
Go ahead, Ziggy. I was searching over here to see if there's anything hidden amongst the rubble.
You don't find anything with Ripley.
Well, I'm gonna search for traps. Why not?
Please roll a 12 again. 29, okay. You do not believe there's any traps.
Okay. I'm gonna
Alright.
open the door and wait to get attacked.
In future, though, if you're going to search for traps on a door, please move your
Behind the
token
door.
to the door,
There's another
so
door.
I know that you've gotten to the door.
Okay, so
Because some traps are not actually the door itself, but the location standing in front of the door, which is the front door with the wind chimes. Just as this place is really, really freaked up when it comes to traps, and specific about those.
Holy
You-
crap.
You open double
was
doors
joking.
into another room, into another corridor with further double doors.
Oh,
And there's
this
another
seems
Hey,
corridor
Ziggy.
with more double doors.
Mm.
I think you got another door to search.
And then there's another
Ah.
corridor, but this time with triple doors.
No, there's another
And what he
corridor.
said
and-
is past those double doors up ahead is a single door.
No, there's another small corridor, but it's a double doors there and a double doors there and a double doors there. It's like, oh my god, it's quad.
No. All
It's
the
Inception.
entire walls are made of doors.
Yes,
Ooh.
it's a circular chamber
Well.
of doors.
Oh,
What he doesn't realize is
And
he
only
walks
one of them
across
is
the
not
floor,
trapped.
and the floor is actually doors.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to search for traps in that room.
In the room itself,
This
before you move in.
seems yeah, before I move in.
Oh, okay, go for it.
Yeah.
That. Really dislike when characters are when players are paranoid. You do not believe there's any traps with that roll though. It's not a very good roll.
Well,
how about we just have Sun open the door?
okay, Sun can do it. It's
Yeah,
your
just
turn.
use the string to push the door again.
Lasso of string.
Guys, what's that over there?
Siege
Do-
to get away before
persuasion?
they all get blasted.
Persuasion, please.
Let's see.
Of everyone going.
I think persuasion is diplomacy.
Oh yeah. diplomacy.
Hey, wouldn't it be
Doesn't matter.
bluff?
Bluff, if that will work. It doesn't really matter.
Diplomacy, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Go, hey, look,
my-
what's over there?
Diplomacy.
Get some string out.
My bluff is better, but yeah.
Get some
It would've
string
been
I
a
out.
don't think
six.
anyone fails.
Yeah.
I could roll a 1 with my sensible.
But tries to get you guys to look away, so you don't see them throw the string on the doorknob.
Which just automatically attaches to the doorknob. To the north or the south one, because you can only open one of these doors.
This one. The
Okay, the north one. Yep. So you tap the string, you pull the string out and throw it, and automatically attaches, and then you pull, and again it opens the other way, and you can see what you can see, but I'm not describing it at that distance.
Alright. Nothing happens.
Yet.
Okay,
Alright, I'm just gonna go in
I'm gonna fall behind.
and open the other door on my way in.
Okay.
My divine powers.
Let you open doors at a distance.
Yes. Yes.
Wow, what godly powers you have.
That's like the
Sunru
tip of the
Kato.
iceberg.
Sunru Kato, the god's portfolio of opening doors.
It's only the
That's-
tip of the firebird.
And
Yes,
that's not
tip
even
the
locked
firebird.
doors. That's just doors.
Just
Yes.
doors. Doors, chests, boxes, windows, bags, pouches, bottles, barrels. You can open a bottle at a range.
Wait, you're telling me we could
That-
take her into a shipping warehouse at the docks, and we could literally steal all the harpoons
Yes.
and fish? Why haven't we done this back in town?
No one brought
Cast
it up.
invisibility on yourself and then just open, close everything in the nearby area.
Because guards exist.
Eh.
Wait, that's why you cast invisibility on yourself first.
Exactly.
Well,
Let's get back to the room.
this
Yeah.
this room looks pretty wet.
This damp and steamy room reeks of rotting vegetable matter. Pools of mud and stagnant water dot the moss and vine-covered floor. The walls are caked with thick swathes of puffy fungus and mold. Throughout the room, there are many bulbous, almost like eggs, both sitting on the ground, on the ceiling, on the walls, just as in a part of the vegetable matter, and the vegetable matter is easily 3 or 4 foot tall, and looks like it goes down deeper.
Hmm.
As in the floor itself looks like it sinks and the vegetable matter is just piled up.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm guessing this was the trees room. Wait, no, that doesn't make
Can
sense.
I
How would
get,
it?
can I get a perception
Yeah.
check, please?
Right.
From Sun and Oakrat only,
Okay.
as you're the only ones into the
Yeah.
room. Ripley's too scared, as always.
It's called defending our flank.
Always at the
I'm
back,
just
I've
taking
noticed.
a bit.
Yeah, so's mine.
Hmm.
Come on, who gets there first? Who gets the roll first?
7.
Oh.
Yeah, but a 7's not
17.
going to win. You may have got the
I
roll
won.
first. 7's
I
not going to
rolled
win.
first. That's what counts.
With a 17, though, you can make out in the ceiling what looks to be a contraption holding up the ceiling. So there seems to be like a cleared area in the ceiling where something's like logs or wood has been attached to the ceiling, and it looks like there's a hinge on the ceiling.
Okay, so I'm guessing this is where the chair leads.
I'm not telling you that.
Hmm.
You burnt my favourite chair.
Yeah. I was going to guess this was where the tree thing lived, but I was thinking if it did live here, how the hell was it able to fit out?
Magic,
Not telling.
of course.
Oh,
Pruning.
Well,
Can I get Dex check from Oakrat, please?
okay.
No.
Or
Taking a
reflex save or whatever you call it. But yeah, Dex. Yeah, dexterity. It's
That
yeah.
one.
Oh,
Ooh.
As you start moving to the north, to around, pretty much around the water, you touch a few of those bulbs on the wall, and they start emanating what seems to be spores.
bit.
That sounds bad.
Yeah, I'm just going to cover my mouth and nose and just walk away from the spores.
So with the nat 1, you've hit 2 spores. And so you cover your mouth and nose and try to hopefully nothing happens. You can see there's a door to the north.
All right. All right, let's check out this last door.
Can I get another reflex? Oh, sorry, dex. It is a dex, not reflex. You can also probably do, well, probably not escape artist, or acrobatics if you've got it.
Okay.
So no problem with that one. You moving past and the spores are everywhere. Like you're starting to clamber over the mound of essentially it's really strange. It's like there's vines, there's like everything, but you're having to clamber over it, and like there's water underneath, and you know, like as you're stepping, you're trying to miss the spores now as you're starting to move towards the door
Yeah.
to the north.
There's probably a trap, but I don't care. I'm just opening the door.
Okay, open the door.
Oh, yay.
A single large chest sits against the wall of this low ceilinged chamber.
That
For a
is
second
log.
there,
It's
I
a
thought I
mimic.
heard that sound again of her moaning.
There was
I can do that
something-
sound set if you want. Like I can just start playing. It's there.
No.
Sure. Okay.
I sure do hope it's a mimic, though.
I'm just trying to see if it is locked or not. They don't always put these things in here. At least as the start of things. It does not look to be locked.
Ooh. All right. Yep.
But it could be trapped.
Yeah, I'll just open it.
Okay. You open the lid and you hear a click, but nothing seems to happen. Inside you see it is piled with stuff. Absolutely piled. There seems to be some jewelry, some weapons, some sacks. Yeah, just full of crap which has been accumulated over the years.
All right. So what's inside the sacks?
Okay, you want to go into details then. The sacks are full of coin. Some with gold pieces, some with silver, some with copper. It's all actually it's all mixed in. It's not clean and sorted. And they're quite large and bulky. We're looking at maybe 800 coins in total of mix.
Nice. All right. Probably easier just to carry the chests together outside.
Are you doing it by yourself or is someone else helping?
Yeah. Can I get somebody else?
And Ziggy will come and help.
Yeah.
Ziggy, can I get
Dexy.
can I get 2? Probably reflex as well as Sunwoo Kato. Can I also get 2 because of your movements?
Oh, you need me to roll reflex?
Yeah. Oh no, yeah. So do Dex. We'll keep it the same as Dex instead of adding to it. It is more of a Dex instead of like acrobatics or something. So. Okay, so we've got one more coming from Sun. Of course, there we go. So Ziggy, you kind of move in between where you are. It's kind of like trying to get between the ones that stick out off the walls, and you can see in the undergrowth and the vines, there's like these bulbs hidden like underneath, and you can just slightly see them, and you're trying to miss both of them, trying to squeeze your way through. Sun, you're tempted to climb, and as you start climbing through, you clip one of them, and spores starting to emanate. That's 3.
I wish I had.
I don't like that.
I wish I
Yeah.
had mass inflict wounds at this point.
Yeah. Let's just all carry the chests outside.
Okay. With one large hobgoblin and 2 little goblins, you can carry the large chest outside. But I will need 2 more dexes to avoid.
From everyone.
Instead of from everybody, it'll probably be one person only leading. Who's taking the lead?
Yeah, I guess I will.
Oh,
Okay.
I got the highest dex. You want me to do it?
I think the strongest person probably should,
Alright.
I'm just picturing Sun and
'Cause he's
Ziggy
directing
standing on
the
each
other
other's
2?
shoulders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he's directing the other 2 to actually this and that.
Okay.
This is with a minus.
Alright.
A -4. Because
Okay.
you're directing 2 goblins who...
So I'll just be flat.
Okay.
So, yeah, that's an
Yep.
18 and a 12.
Okay. And you don't knock any others that you know of.
All right.
Now can I have
Wait.
the fortitude saves, please?
Oh.
Well, I wasn't going to do it when you're in there. I was going to do it once you're out. of your accumulated time.
All right.
That's 1 good. And Ziggy, you have a +4 to poison.
Yep.
It's very helpful now. So you don't know if you're affected or not, but you get out with a large chest.
All right. Yeah. Let's just take it outside and just go to the prisoners and like, hey, this gear yours. We keep the jewels and gold.
Oh, okay. You give the yeah, sure. So I'll do a copy and paste. So you have an
Imagine
understand.
Ziggy just sprouting a mushroom in the mohawk. So a mushroom mohawk from the spores.
Ugh. Hopefully 15
do it
was
that
good
way.
enough to pass.
Um,
All I know is I didn't take any ability damage.
Okay, so I didn't include too much details of what's there, but yes.
Okay. Yep.
So all
That's
the
their
equipment of
gear.
their gear is there, plus there's other stuff, such
Alright.
as coins. There's a small leather gloves studded with pearls and ruby inlaid red dragon scale cloak clasp. Agate studded gold ring, necklace with emeralds. So there's some loot, some nice lootables that you found.
You know what? I'll keep the class.
Oh, I was gonna take the class. Darn. I was just waiting for everyone else to stop talking. Oh,
Yeah.
You gotta get in. You
Yeah,
gotta talk over them.
Yeah. I'll give them back their gear.
Yeah, well, their gear is like weapons and swords and etc. And yeah,
Yeah.
bows mostly. Yes, bows and arrows.
Yeah. And also, I'm guessing armor.
Armor, yes. All the fun stuff,
Yeah.
of course.
So, yeah, we'll sell the jewelry and divide the coins later. Once we deal with upstairs.
I'm just dealing with you upstairs now.
All right, there.
Dealing with you upstairs now. Getting that sorted. There we go. So when you head back upstairs from the kitchen, after essentially setting off the chest, you find yourself in a small little corridor once again. Sunru, Kato, and Ziggy can see that there's a door at the end that goes to the east and one to the west. Where would you like to go? First, you were just kind of just stacked up in the.
I'm gonna take a step forward and search for traps.
What happened to like open doors and flash bombs? It was so much funnier.
I don't have any of that.
But we need Ripley
can make
doing it
them,
then, because it was so much funnier, so much more damage.
Yeah, throwing flash bombs into rooms with nobody in them.
Yes, absolutely zero anyone in them. They were also trapped to the doors. It was perfect. You do not believe that either side is trapped. I'm using the first one for the left and the second one for the right.
I'm
Just so you understand.
Open up the left door.
Okay, which side's left?
West.
There you
Son
go.
was gonna say choose that one.
Why? Because the sun rises in the west.
Journey to the west.
Oh boy,
Gotta go west.
isn't that a song? A really bad song.
Running to
Please
the
don't
west is
sing it.
like an ancient Chinese.
I know, but there's also like "Go Rest" in the song. Anyway.
I mean, there probably is.
So this room is filled with large, filthy beds. Human skulls with antlers affixed to them are mounted to the bedposts and headboards. Against the west wall sits a large cedar chest.
Oh.
Ooh.
So it's not actually marked in here, but it is there.
Before I go to the chest, I am gonna go search for traps.
Of course.
Okay.
You think it'll roll for me?
So specifically, where are you looking for the traps? Like the floor and things like that?
Yeah, the floor.
Okay. So you're looking for the floor for traps, so you don't see any traps in the floor. You would have noticed probably any things above, because anyone that went into the previous room in the cellar noticed the contraption that was built into the ceiling to drop. Like they noticed the underside of a drop trap. So you don't see anything in the floor, you don't see anything in the roof or anything like that to signify a trap. You think it's
I'm gonna go check out the chest.
okay. Check out the chest. It is a chest. It is a large chest.
I try to open it.
You open the chest. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It is not locked. It opens.
What's in it?
Inside is a sack. All that's in there is a sack.
I'm gonna check what's inside the stack.
Sack of coins.
Woo!
Gold coins.
Pick up the stacks. Pick up the sack. It says, got a bunch of loot.
Fantastic. Pick up the sack. What's your AC?
Yeah, flat-footed.
Yeah.
It's 16. This is gonna hurt.
Probably should have let me reach in with my adamantine arm.
I'm sorry, but I do love this one. I'll tell you the story of this one as well in a moment. Okay,
Ow.
so you reach in, you pick up. Suddenly, as soon as you lift the bag off its pressure plate,
Jeez.
a razor just slices at your hand. You take damage. Let's get this organized. And from somewhere in the distance, you hear like laughing. No, I'm just kidding.
You hear it from the grave.
Oh wait, what roll was that? Did I roll? I rolled a 15. Okay, it wasn't a crit.
Oh, 3d4.
Yeah, 3d4, so 18 points of damage.
Ouch.
Well, by the way, it actually has a pretty good critical range there too. You're immune. You've got a poison save, please. Got DC of 18, please.
Jesus, that thing is
Yep.
sharp.
Yep.
Oh,
Oh, passing the poison.
Okay,
Wait
no
a minute.
problem. You've got the +4
It
on
says
top of that.
3d4, but one of the dice says 7.
Yeah,
Yeah, it does.
that's not right.
3d4 plus. Taking 8 anyway. Well, I have no idea how it went. We'll leave it at that. I've got no
Right.
idea. We'll leave it. Anyway,
my favorite number on a d4.
yeah, so it's an awesome number on D4. When, I've got to show you. I've got to show you my D20. I can get a 30 on it. It's
Ow.
awesome.
Yikes.
Actually,
Time for me to heal myself.
so you don't get the poison. You don't get poisoned, but the blade just slices out, almost slices your hand off in its process.
Ow.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna cure my wounds myself.
Yep. So where'd that come through? 9. Is that right? That can't be right. We've got a 3 and a 6 plus 8. How'd they get 9? I'll say
roll
9,
20
then
something.
plus 8.
Okay.
Roll 20s
so
are acting really funny.
I guess I'm back to.
Really weirdly, but okay.
Well,
Um,
As
Peel
your
my hand back.
as your wrist starts attaching and tendrils start lining up, and yeah, the blood stops.
Ow.
And you have a sack.
How much? How much gold is inside the sack? Was it empty?
we'll
Specifically
probably
gold?
calculate it all with the other
whatever.
sacks of gold at the end of the
It's mixed
session.
coin. It's mixed coin.
Yeah.
But there is severed wrists also in there that they've put in as trophies. So yeah, so that's the only thing in there.
Yeah, let's check the other door.
Son, are you opening the door
Yes.
with your string?
Yeah. I started tying it on when if people were distracted by Ziggy almost getting his hand cut off.
He was fine.
Yep.
He could have gotten a cool hook.
And this
I
is
mean,
the
it would probably work.
and this is the room to make it. Tables strewn with beakers, glass vials, old tin cans, rope, animal traps, bits of twisted metal, spikes, bone, and all manner of junk lie in this room. In one corner sits old furniture and other keepsakes.
All right. Let's see if there's anything handy in here.
This looks like where the traps were made. The storage for all the sharps and the pointies and the rusted bits and pieces.
All right, boys, begin looting.
Even without a search roll, you find on one of the tables 5 flasks of acid.
Nice.
You also, in your scavenging here, find enough tools to work as a thieves' toolkit, masterwork thieves' toolkit at that.
Oh,
I'm gonna take that.
yeah. Probably better than your regular thieves toolkit.
Yep, you'll need to
I
probably
don't
look up
even
the
have
rules for
these
that.
toolkit.
You don't even have
Wait.
one.
Wait, then how are you picking the locks
With string.
and disarming traps?
By hand.
You would have taken minuses.
Yeah.
Big ones, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, it's a -4, I believe it was.
Oh, okay. That actually would have missed some of them, just because some of them are right on the line. Like, the trap difficulties are really hard, even though you're getting like 30s and 25s and things like that.
Oh.
Really hard
Oh,
traps.
crap.
Oh well.
Yeah.
We'll just take off half of your
Well,
points.
you have a masterwork thieves tool, so instead of a penalty, you'll get a bonus.
Yep. So yeah, 5 flasks of acid, and masterwork toolkit, and that's essentially just from scrounging this room. But this is certainly where they store all the bits and all the sharps for the traps, and all the bits of twisted metal and everything, and where they kind of workshop the traps.
All right. So, actually, it's a -2, not -4, but still.
Mhm.
Though with the masterwork, you gain a +2 bonus.
You still would have failed a couple of those, so
Yeah.
you were right on the mounting on a couple of them. But either way, you have cleared out the Graul homestead.
So we have how many vials of acid you said?
I just moved off that. of course, 5 vials of acid.
Okay, nice.
Oh wait, sorry, I missed that. That's 3 sets of masterwork.
Oh. Okay, nice. I think I'll keep one for myself. Always handy.
So 3 full sets of masterwork tools and 5 vials of acid from this room. In the other, I'll copy the sack. I won't bother about the chopped hands for trophies in there, but there you go.
Yeah. What about the other sacks of gold from the chest? You didn't post that.
Oh, the big chest?
Yeah.
Did I not do? Okay. That one's a bit bigger. Oh no, I did. I just didn't include a couple of things.
You didn't. You included the jewelry and
Yeah,
said
that's
that
everything.
there's the equipment, but
I didn't.
you said there
include
were
this-
bags of coins.
Okay, I must have missed that. I'll get that for you. Thank you.
Yeah.
But where are we? I'll take off the map so I can actually look at this fully. There you go. So I've got it really shortened, like that big on my screen, and moved away so the overlay doesn't pick it up. It's really hard to read, which is why I struggle reading them. Sorry. Let's see. We have Biggin, Prison, Kennel, Fortune. There we go. There we go. Should be that one.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're missing the large sack.
So large sack of sorted coins. Yep.
Okay, well,
There you go.
have to divide that up.
So you did get some stuff. It's not too bad.
Yep. Let's just get out of here and burn this place to the ground.
Agreed.
Yeah,
And-
burn it.
And as the place burns down, the barn as well, I'm assuming,
Yeah.
Yeah.
our glorious heroes walk down the path, where you can see like trees on both sides and this blaze of fire shooting up into the sky. And I think we're going to end the episode there. A little bit
Alright.
short, but we did start quite late. And I think this is actually a really good part to stop before we try to start something else. Just burning the shit out of the place. So. It's not the first farm.
Bad memories.
It's the second farm we've burnt. And at least this one actually had reason and cause compared to the first one, which just had a few undead in the fields. And a fire which spread quite badly. So we'll end it here as our fires walk off into the distance, not looking back because they're too cool. No, actually, you probably would be looking back because it's
No,
fire. It's
sun's
entertaining.
looking.
Yeah,
Sun's looking.
yeah, fire is good. Oh boy,
Grumsh and Grash don't look. They're too cool.
they're undead. They don't have that
Yeah, they're physically cool.
compunction. I was saying they don't have that compunction, but yes, they're physically cold. Yes. So yeah, we'll end it there because I think that is a nice little point to start or to end. So we'll be back next week with our show. We've also got Saints and Sinners on in a couple of days. In 2 days from now, we've got a Saints and Sinners show. Where things are getting weird. I had my amazing golden shield stolen from a dirty, nasty Cambion who wants to keep the Celestial imprisoned in there, but that's another story. Because we're in this story right now. burning things and killing things, and we still haven't even gotten to the fort. Still haven't investigated the fort. But you're about halfway to the fort and also about halfway back to the town. And I think the people might need to go back to town for a few days to rest.
Yeah.
And you may be too. We also may get our artwork next week and get all of our artwork or the next batch. I do want to show them off just in a sec though. So we'll go back to the back cover. So there's the zoomed in model of Zentrak, the very chill dude, with his sandals and his fisherman pants. We have our Captain Arab, who will load up properly. Captain Arab looking for a giant whale. Very spot on. And I will say, it's not just spot on, but from the source material that was taken from, it's really, 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 really close to the source material. Like, just, yeah. And of course, Sunru Kato, the god, with the dragon coming down the arm. I think it's awesome. So yeah, that's our new artwork. We'll have hopefully more coming. And yeah, let's do our outros. Sin, would you like to do your outro? And Sin, are you awake? Are you muted? Okay, let's try on the other side. No name.
Hi, I'm No Name Weird. I've been playing Zentrak, Grumsh, and Grash. Zentrak being the master of those two bloody skeletons, literally. The hippie necromancer, whose main goal is just that circle of unlife.
Game Reaper.
Hi, I'm Game Reaper, the pugilist with a metal arm, and yeah, let's just glad we got through that nightmare of a barn. Just
The barn or the house?
well, both. Don't want to deal with that family again.
Oh, but they're so.
Just glad that they're wiped off the face of the world.
But they're such a loving family. They're so close and totally inbred.
Really? Yeah, too close.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Before I will tell you about the chest at the end too. The children loved the chest. They would actually get captives up there, and tell them that if they could take the gold from if they could take 10 gold from the chest, then they'd get their freedom.
Oh.
And
Yeah.
hence the chopped fingers and hands and whatnot. It was their favorite toy, the trapped chest.
Of course it was.
They're very sadistic. Ursame.
Hi, I'm Ursame, and I've been playing Sunwu Kato, divine goblin sun god, who can. One of his divine powers is opening doors.
Yes. Absolutely amazing. We found that out this week. I think it was great power.
Yes.
I think that I mean, it's a nice portfolio. I don't think any other. I don't know anyone else in the Pantheon that has that portfolio, so I think it's perfect.
Exactly. It just shows how powerful he is.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Totally. Absolutely. Totally agree.
He
Armin?
has to fight all logic and hasn't died yet.
Oh yeah, I'm Armand88, and I'm playing Ziggy, the alchemic worshipper of the great and mighty Lord Boom. I am also the one that was basically being fearless and doing very stupid things, but
Stupid is good.
I got the protection. I got the protection of Lord Boom on my side.
So just
That's why I didn't lose my hand.
just to point out, stupid is good. This is a campaign of stupid. The campaign is you're playing goblins and hobgoblins. So not the smartest idea is usually the correct idea in this. So we'll try Sin. Are you back yet, or maybe? No? Okay, maybe not. We've had difficulties, so maybe since there, but not. But we'll be back next week with our Goblin Lords. We have Saints and Sinners in 2 days. I might be doing something tomorrow. If we hit 500 followers, though, we're not too far off. If we hit 500 followers, I will most likely be doing another choose your own adventure type style thing, a solo Call of Cthulhu with chat, and chat will be doing pretty much all the decisions for me. So we run voting through chat, we run polls for every option, every decision, and see how badly we go. See if we survive or if we get burnt at the stake like we did last time. It's actually quite fun. It actually is quite fun. And I have no control about it, which makes it even more fun. So that's if we hit 500 followers. I think we'll have that happening. So yeah, that's what's happening. Thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you for the redemptions and all the everything. I have no idea what was happening with the rolling. Getting a 7 on D4 is just amazing as a DM. Less amazing as a player, but then again, I also knew you're going to heal. Yeah, we'll be back next week or soon. Stuff. We'll be raiding Blackwater D&D as well. So stick around for the raid. I think that's a bye from everyone except for Sin, but at least Duna and Ripley look good.
Right. Yeah.
Bye.